Hello everybody and welcome back to Bubble Flowers Bumble channel to another edition of Flash Game Friday. Today we are going to be playing a game that I remember playing a lot of, Ab-bumble-tion. Let's see here. Let's see how much of this game I remember. The story of ducks on Earth. On a seemingly ordinary day, they would become unwilling pawns in an alien invasion plot. Poor guys. And we look up and see the aliens taking all of our fellow ducks. Wait, that's where the name of the game comes from. And they've been replaced with alien ducks. The alien invaders are soon captured and ordered back to their planet. Their silly disguises fool no one. But what about the ducks? I guess whenever we captured the aliens, we told them to go back to their planet, and they just listened. And they've been scattered all across the galaxy. Ow! Rescue! Please rescue the ducks from their extraterrestrial exile. There are 30 ducks on each of the planets and the moon. Let's see today if we can just get 30 planets from the moon. 30 ducks from the moon. That's our goal today. Be careful not to follow fuel. Land on the blue plaid. Use the arrow keys to control the ship. Collect all the ducks. Collect all 3 in one try to send them all back to Earth. Then here to refuel, but don't land too hard. Alright. Let's see here. Alright. Our goal is get the ducks. Okay, here's one duck. Let's go ahead and refuel. Okay. Let's go over to this next fueling station so we can get this duck. Okay. Let's inch our way forward, grab the duck. Then we're at the very edge. I see the duck all the way over. You gotta make it over here, and then land on the blue station. Okay, next level. Let's see if we can stylishly grab this duck and land on this pad without having this land on the first pad. Okay. Oof, let's try again. Okay, we can get this duck pretty easily. Okay. Now let's grab the next duck. Okay, we've got that duck. Now we gotta land very carefully on this next landing station. Okay. Alright, we've got that duck. Now we just gotta land very carefully. Okay. Next 3 ducks have been gotten. Let's go to the next level. Okay. We've got ourselves a duck. Okay. We don't need to worry about going on that landing station, just because there's not a duck down there. Let's make our first pit stop here. Alright, now we just gotta grab this duck. Then, let's see here. Let's see if we can skip this landing station. Just go right here. Okay. Let's make a pit stop just to be safe. Okay. Now we just gotta grab this duck and go to the landing station. Okay. We've got plenty of fuel left over. And we have gotten those next 3 ducks. Okay, 9 out of 30 ducks have been required. let's make our way back over to this landing station. Okay. Gotta make our way over here. Okay. Okay, and we made it. I don't know how we still had fuel, but we sure did. New mission unlocked to Mercury. Oop, just dropping us right in the action. Okay, we gotta make our way over here and then get back on that yellow landing pad. Okay. Alright, time to grab this duck. And then we'll stop at this landing pad. Rats, alright, we fell on the ground. Okay, let's try this again. Alright. Okay, now we just gotta grab this duck. Don't want to land on the landing pad too fast. Okay. See if we can get through here without touching the ground this time. Okay, duck acquired. Now we're here. Okay. Now we'll just get to that blue landing pad. Okay, and we've landed safely. Okay, that's half of the ducks we're trying to get. And this level does not give me any time to think. Okay, the duck's been gotten. Let's just jump over to this fuel pad. Okay, I see this duck right here. So we gotta grab this guy. Okay, duck acquired. Now let's carefully land on this fuel pad and grab our third duck. Okay, once we grab this duck, we're making our way straight to the blue pad. And okay. Level 6 complete. We are over halfway done. Now we gotta make our way over here. Over to this landing pad. This is a tight one fuel-wise. Let's hope that this landing pad refuels me to full. Oof, that is a tight one. Okay. Okay. We're making it over here with a bit more fuel, so that way we have more that we can spend on making a safe landing. There we go, okay. We gotta grab this duck. Ooh, that's the first time we've gone too low for that. Okay. And we just gotta land very safely. This should be good enough as long as we just land slow enough. Okay. Duck acquired. Let's not risk anything right now. We're in the later half of the levels. And we have successfully landed to the moon. Well, we've been on the moon this whole time, but we have successfully landed there. Okay, we gotta do this one carefully. Oof, okay. Luckily, this section is getting easier as we do it more. And we're just gotta land very carefully. Okay, we grab this duck. I think there is enough fuel for me to be able to make it over here. And then we just gotta make sure that we make this landing very carefully. Okay. Then we go over here, grab this duck. We should grab the duck before we hit the ground. Okay, now we just gotta try and use any fuel remaining to slow our descent. I think the fuel gauge has lied to me about how much fuel is actually left in there, but we made it anyway. Okay, we just gotta grab this duck. And we land safely. Time to make our way over here. Let's go ahead and shoot for this landing for right now. I see the next duck on the corner of my screen. Alright. And duck has been acquired. Oof, okay. It might be easier just to ignore that landing pad altogether and just shoot for the next one. But we'll find out. Oof. Okay. Duck acquired. We gotta land. Okay, we have landed. This time, regardless of if it's easier, I think we might have to make for that landing. Okay. Oof, that was bad angling. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. Then we will simply land on this one. Okay. And then we'll land on this one very safely. We gotta make our way over here. I see what we have to do here. We have to grab this duck and then make our way back. Okay. Okay. We're at the second to last stage with these ducks, so we'll just grab this one, then land on this pad. Okay, we made it. Time to grab this duck. Alright, gotten. Okay, we're at nearly max fuel. Let's hope that's enough to get us to this next area. Okay. We'll land right here. Okay. And that was user error. Let's do this again. But luckily, this level doesn't have nearly as many tight turns as the previous one. Doing a little bit of a skip right there. Okay, and we just gotta make it over to this pad, and we will be right back where we were whenever we failed last time. Alright, that's fuel. Let's see here. We've got enough fuel to run over here. Okay, perfect. There's a refueling station right here that we can then use. Make it back. Ugh. So close. Okay, but now we know where all 3 ducks are, so we can use that knowledge to aid us. Let's just make our way over here. Okay. Now we zoom over here. Duck has been acquired. Okay, we've refueled. Now all we gotta do is safely make it to this blue landing pad is all. I do like how all the landing pads have just gotten smaller over time. You think that adds a lot to the levels, to the game's difficulty. I got scared for a second that I just fully didn't stop. Okay, last level in the moon. I think. And then we'll make our way over here. Slow our descent. Okay, that one's going to be tricky to get out of. But we know where the second out of 3 ducks are, so we'll then go right here. Okay, now we just gotta get out of here very, very sneakily. Then we'll very carefully land. Gotta make our way over here. Okay. Let's see if this is gonna be another case where we have to... Oh, this is how this last duck is gonna be. I see. Let's just very carefully... Oof, okay, that one's gonna be tricky. But I know what to expect now, so... Get this duck. I do think I still want to make this landing pad. And we'll ignore the other landing pad. Okay. Next landing pad. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this again. This is the last level, so we just gotta beat this, and then we are good. Alright, we've got the duck. Now it's time to land. Now from here we gotta zoom forward, since there isn't anything for us to do in that stretch. Okay, we just gotta land. And from here we gotta land on top of another spire. And then... Okay. Alright, first duck gone. That part's been pretty consistent. And make our way to second landing. I should be able to, but we'll just do that just in case. Right. Second duck. Then make our way to this landing. Then from here we blast over. And then carefully maneuver ourselves. Okay. Jump on this spire so that we can... Okay. Let's see here. Okay. And let's see if we have enough fuel to safely land. Okay, we did it. And just like that, we have gotten all of the ducks on the moon, so that is going to be it for this edition of Flash Game Friday. Thank you all so much for joining, and don't forget to have a bubbly day.